Welcome back to the campus of Adams State University here in Alamosa, Colorado, our home for this month's segment of the RMAC Showcase. We're going to head into the gym where the Adams State volleyball team began the season by taking part in 2 out-of-town tournaments. Now, they went 5-4 in those tournaments, and a big reason for their success is our RMAC Academics Student Athlete Spotlight, Mallory Grimsrud. Scan through the roster and statistical leaders of the Adams State volleyball team, and one name sticks out. Redshirt junior Mallory Grimsrud is not only the tallest of the Grizzlies, she leads the team in blocks, kills, and hitting percentage.
You know, when you have a player like that, you don't want to stress too much weight of the world on their shoulders. You know, I mean, everybody else has to do their job, and I think that makes it easier for Mallory. There have been matches, you know, last year she carried us a bit with her blocking ability.
An all-conference performer last year and a preseason honoree this season, Grimsrud is used to high expectations. That includes in the classroom. An all-RMAC academic selection each of the past 2 seasons, Mallory takes her schooling as serious as her spiking.
Went from like 9 to noon for classes, had a little break, and then about 2:30 would go to get ready for practice, do all my rehab stuff, and then go to practice until about 5, and then weights afterwards. I mean, it is always hard, especially when we're gone a lot for volleyball and stuff, but you just figure out time management and work your way through. And
in recruiting, we talk about that. You know, we look for players that have good GPAs. We know that they'll be reliable. You know, they're your, I guess, achieving type, you know, personality kids.
Grimsrud, a double major, still has a year left in the green and white, but she's already leaning towards her career after volleyball.
I'm leaning towards the business side of it. I like the marketing aspect, figuring out problem solvings and designing stuff for it, so it's fun. Probably either go into a marketing business role or either teach secondary math and coach.
Something tells me she'd have a few things to share with aspiring young athletes.
The point of going to college is getting the degree and stuff. Volleyball is just an added bonus and makes it a lot more fun.
Back out in the elements, the Grizzlies men's and women's soccer teams are both off to great starts in 2016. The men already surpassed their win total from 2015. The women more than halfway there, and both teams still have nearly the entire conference slate still left on the schedule. We welcome back in Brandon Applehands of the RMAC, who caught up with the soccer teams out on the pitch.
Thanks, Jason. Coming off a 2-win season, Adams State men's soccer was looking for a change. Enter first-year head coach Brett Bentley. ASU was off to a fast start, having won 3 games before starting conference play. Now sitting at 3-1, the Grizzlies have their first gut check of the season as they take on 12th-ranked Regis University. ASU entered the game coming off a 1-0 loss to Lubbock Christian, Coach Bentley's former college. As for Regis, the Rangers came out shooting from the start, trying to remain undefeated. Following a yellow card and a save by Adams State goalkeeper Austin Baumeister, Porter Milner of Regis got the assist as senior defender Tom Grimley soared over the Grizz to knock in a header for the first score of the game. Baumeister tallied 2 more saves before half, making the score 1-0. In the first half, the Rangers controlled the offense, taking 5 shots on goal. As for the senior, Grimley started the second half with a statement. Nearly 5 minutes in, Grimley took control, firing a shot and netting his second goal of the game. He scored, then did a little celebration dance as his team went up 2-0. The number 12 Rangers came into the contest shutting out their first 3 opponents. That was until the 60-minute mark. A true freshman answered the call for ASU. Midfielder Leo Barba scored off an assist from Simon Fabricator. The goal served as the final score for Adams as Regis went on to win 2-1.
Well, I'm pleased with how we played. Regis is a really good team, and they're nationally ranked, so we knew coming in it was going to be a tough one for us. But we believe that if we play our style and focus on what we do and be great at it, then we can compete with anybody, and I think that showed today.
Our head coach is awesome. He's really encouraging, loves us all. It's a huge family. This team is just, it's awesome. I love being a part of it, and we got wins to come and goals to score, and it's awesome. I'm super excited.
ASU's head women's soccer coach, Doris Sullivan, noted the quick turnaround of the men's soccer program, a coaching staff she was once a part of.
His record, I think, and how close his games have been, the losses, speak for themselves, and what a good job he's doing.
The Grizzlies followed the men's game, matching up against New Mexico Highlands to start conference play. Both teams headed to halftime in a locked match 0-0. ASU totaled a game-high 13 shots on goal in the first half. Highlands goalkeeper Catherine Scott recorded 6 saves. In the second, the Grizzlies would look to their senior captain, Shelby McBain. With no goals netted in the first, the drought would end in the 71st minute. Highlands broke the stalemate as Selena Lucero punched a goal into the net for the first score of the game. Minutes later, McBain assisted Lacey Daniel for the tying score. McBain would soon catch fire, tallying another assist to teammate Sloan Foster. The final goal served to be the game winner. With just 4 games played, McBain records her 4th assist on the year.
I like to think that I'm the vocal leader out on the field. I organize everyone on the team, and I think that's definitely my biggest role.
Women's soccer strings together their 3rd consecutive win as the men drop to 3-2. In Alamosa, Colorado, I'm Brandon Applehands for the RMAC Showcase.
We're almost finished with this edition of the show. When we return, we'll take a look at the rest of the conference and talk a big showdown on the gridiron. All that in a few minutes when we return on the RMAC Showcase.